The Oak Hill Red Devils in a key sectional matchup. Coach, let's go back to last night's frustrating once again, lose 57-51 in yet another game that when you look at it, Beckley had all the opportunities to win, just could not pull it out.
Fred, like I told Dave and Rusty last night, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with the opportunities we had to really win that game last night.
When you look at it, we didn't have Brady in the game, so you needed somebody to step up. Here comes Kellen Hefferman. Gets you 17 points, had 5 3-pointers in the game. He did what you needed him to do, but then we had some guys struggle, and that's what you can't have when you got a player like Braden out.
No, everybody has to step it up. You know, like you say, Kellen, he shot the ball extremely well. I think he scored 17 last night, so he really stepped his game up. But like you said, we need other people when we got a big piece out, other people to step their game up, and that kind of didn't happen last night.
When you look at it, though, Coach, I mean, another game, and you can look through the schedule, I mean, games that we should have won or had opportunities to win, if ball bounces one way or the other, we're looking at 11-1 right now. This team is so much better than that 5-7 record indicates, right?
Hey, much better than that the record indicates, but like I said, as long as we just keep getting better, and I feel like we're getting better each and every game, we don't want to have a setback like we did against Warman East.
When you look at it, though, Coach, you're right. I mean, the improvement continues to be there. We find something different every game that helps us. It's just putting it all together.
You know, it's time to start putting it together. You know, it's the halfway point of our season now, so we should be putting stuff together, getting even better than what we are at this point.
All right, let's talk about this matchup against Oak Hill, a ball club that we beat handily at our place. I don't expect that tonight just because they're a better team. They're coming off a win over Greenbrier East. When you look at the sectionals, this has every indication could be for a number 1 or a number 2 seed. This is a huge game for us tonight.
I think it's very big. That first time we played them, we kind of jumped on them at third quarter, and we didn't let them up. They're a better team than what we beat that night, so we know we're in for a ball game over here tonight.
Talk to me about the atmosphere here. I mean, it is a gymnasium. It's tight. The floor's not as big. You have to tell your guys to take that in consideration tonight when you're getting ready to shoot shots. We're so used to shooting on the Armory floor, but this floor is not as wide as the Armory. It's not as long as the Armory. Do you tell your guys to watch out for that as they get ready for this game?
Yeah, we kind of do. It's not as long as the Armory, not as wide. It's packed in, but I think our kids should shoot better in the gym like this. I thought down at Capitol we shot extremely well. To me, this gym is a little bit like Capitol. You know, the goals are close to the wall, so I think we should shoot good in here tonight.
All right, you look at this matchup against Oak Hill, they've got some good players. Omar Lewis on the outside is very good. Trevor Kelly, I'm really impressed with him on the inside. I think he plays well in just about every game that I've seen them play this year. When you look at their ball club, what do we need to do tonight?
I think Trevor Kelly is an extremely good ball player. I think he's only a junior. He can shoot the ball. He can put it on the floor. He can get to the basket. And I like Malachi Lewis also. I think he can do the same thing. He's a slasher. He's a great leaper. The things we have to do against him, make sure we lock down, play hard-nosed defense, and make sure we rebound.
I know the one thing you talk about rebounding, we're not going to have Braden again tonight, not ready to go tonight, so that falls on Jalen. Even though Jalen's not at 100%, I thought Jalen did a good job last night. I was kind of worried about his ankle bugging him, but it turned out to be leg cramps last night because he hasn't practiced and getting back into shape. But I thought Jalen, while he was in there, he did a good job for us.
I thought he did good, but I think he can do even better. You know, there's some things that, you know, he missed a couple easy little putbacks, missed a layup, a great pass from Redfern that we should have had. You know, he's going to have to fight through the cramps tonight over here. He might cramp up tonight. Like you said, it's a small gym. It's going to be packed and loud, so you got to gut it out.
Talk to me about Elijah. I had talked to him after the game, and he told me he was frustrated with the way he played. He knew he didn't play great basketball last night. Trying to tell me, talking to him about trying to watch out with being frustrated and just playing the game, and if it's not coming to him, being able to distribute the ball to other people.
He's the type of player that, you know, I think he has to let the game kind of come to him a little bit. Then I think he can take over anytime he wants to, but I think he has to get the other players involved to kind of build their confidence up, and then it'll be a whole lot easier on him.
How much is that, you think, it's just because that's the way Elijah is? He's so used to being the main guy, the one to take over. I mean, even going back to middle school where he scored 41 of the 48 points that the team had. How tough is that for him to realize that he's got players around him that can do and do what we need to do to get a win?
I think it's tough for him, but you know, that's something that he has to realize. It's from our practices, and even in the games, I think our kids are stepping up. Different kids. He has to realize when people get hot, you know, he got to find them with the ball, and he just got to be a great leader for us.
I think, and I know coaches and you tell players not to look ahead at all, but when you look at the next 2 games, these are the 2 biggest games of the season for Beckley. You go on the road tonight against Oak Hill, on the road Tuesday night against Greenbrier East. You win these 2 games, it looks pretty good to get that number 1 seed. So these are 2 must-wins for you coming up.
Two big games. You know, anytime we play a sectional opponent, Oak Hill's our rivalry, I think. Oak Hill and Greenbrier East. So, you know, if you can't get hyped up about that, Freddie, something wrong with you.
All right, what do you want to see from your team tonight?
Like I said, we got to rebound. We got to get down and play hard-nosed defense, and we really got to block out their crowd and just play our style of basketball.
All right, buddy, wish you the best of luck tonight. We'll talk again Tuesday before we take on Greenbrier East.
Thank you, Freddie. Once a Flying Eagle, always a Flying Eagle.
Head Coach Ron Kidd of the Beckley Flying Eagles. We come back. We will continue in our pregame show here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
Number 10, Coby Dillon. Number 12, Elijah Redfern. Number 14, Zion Hawthorne. Number 42, Kellen Heffernan. And number 52, Jalen Walton. The Eagles are coached by Ron Kidd, Steve Kidd, and Michael Fox. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce your starters for your Oak Hill Red Devils, number 12, Malachi Lewis. Number 13, Cole Lane. Number 1, Omar Lewis. Number 32, Jeremiah Jackson. And number 33, Trevor Kelly. The Devils are coached by Billy Tess Jackson, Andy Keys, and David Corby. Your officials for tonight's contest are Kurt McCown, Alan Settle, and James Lieber.
Trevor Kelly. So ultimately, it's, you know, as the coaches always tell you, it's all 5 guys got to play defense.
So we look at it for Beckley wearing the maroon uniforms tonight. Beckley will go with Coby Dillon, Jalen Walton, Elijah Redfern, Zion Hawthorne, Kellen Heffernan. For the Oak Hill Red Devils, Omar Lewis, Malachi Lewis, Cole Legg, Jeremiah Jackson, and Trevor Kelly. Beckley wearing the road maroon uniforms, white numbers, Beckley ablazing across the front, Oak Hill in the home whites, red numbers, black trim, Oak Hill across the front. Trevor Kelly jumping center against Jalen Walton. Beckley going left to right. We are ready for basketball action here at the Lilly Center on Fred Ferry Court. 2 of the great coaches here at Oak Hill High School and 2 great men. Just had a chance to talk to Coach Ferry tonight. Playing golf and bowling is what he's doing now in his
What a
retirement.
life.
So there you go.
I'd like to be on the golf course right now too.
There you go.
It's the second best place though.
Exactly
It had
right.
to be somewhere.
Ball in the air, tip controlled by the Oak Hill Red Devils. Omar Lewis brings it across the midcourt stripe. Beckley starts off, and man-to-man, you're right, Kellen Heffernan on Trevor Kelly right now. Bounce pass goes on the right side to Cole Legg. Inside pass will go to Trevor Kellaway. Turnaround jumper up off the rim, no good. Jalen Walton gets his first rebound of the night. Gets it off to Elijah Redfern. Redfern brings it up across the midcourt stripe, behind the back dribble, looking. Now gives a pass over on the right side of the floor to Zion Hawthorne. Zion inside to Jalen. Jalen is hugged by Jeremiah Jackson. Kicks it back over on the right side to Zion. Zion fires the 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Trevor Kelly for Oak Hill. They'll give it off to Omar Lewis. Up top pass goes to Trevor Kelly. Kelly gives it over to Malachi Lewis on the left side. Up top pass to Omar Lewis. Omar this time picked up by Coby Dillon. Omar top of the key. Pass goes to Malachi Lewis on the left side, who's guarded by Zion Hawthorne. Back on the right side goes to Omar. Trevor Kelly. Picked up by Kellen Hefferman. Crossover move, top of the key. Gives it back over to Malachi on the left side. Malachi picked up by Zion. Malachi takes it, hands it off to Omar Lewis. Crossover move through the lane, kicks it down the corner, and throws it into the crowd.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, you can see what Oak Hill wants to do immediately out of the game. They want to slow the tempo down. They're going to try to run some half-court sets, and that's a good job by Beckley being solid on the defensive end, forcing a turnover there.
Up top pass, Kellen Hefferman gives it on the right side to Zion. Zion gives it to Jalen, now to Elijah on the left wing. Elijah, quick move to the basket, takes it up. Now gives the pass right side, Coby Dillon for a three, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Beckley's Jalen Walton. Jalen has the ball taken away by Malachi Lewis for Oak Hill. Here come the Red Devils up the floor on the right side. They give it off to Omar, back to Malachi on the right wing. 6:15 to go opening quarter, no score between Beckley and Oak Hill. Omar Lewis brings it right side, gives it off to Malachi. Malachi on the wing, takes it back to the right side, gives it down to the corner to Omar Lewis. He'll fake the three. Hits a couple of dribbles, give it up top to Trevor Kelly, 4-3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down, loose on the floor, going to be picked up by Malachi Lewis at Oak Hill. Looking, gives it over now to Omar, back right side. Coleg fires a three, off the rim, no good. Jeremiah Jackson, offensive rebound, puts it back up and scores. Jeremiah Jackson scores, and Oak Hill leads 2-0. Back the other way, Kellen Hefferman gives it off to Coby Dillon. Now it works it off to Jalen Walton. Jalen hands it off to Elijah. Elijah will be fouled on the drive by Coleg. That'll be his first.
That's a good sign, getting that call early on for Beckley if you're Elijah when you're trying to drive to the basket. I'm interested to see how these officials are going to call some travels tonight because this floor seems a little bit slippery.
Kellen Hefferman gets it in bounds to Elijah. Elijah top of the key with it for Beckley. Gets it to Zion on the left side. Zion looking up top, finds Kellen Hefferman. Kellen steps back, fires a quick three, off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill's Coleg.
Yeah, right now Beckley 0 for 3 from 3. No 2-point shot attempts yet.
Left side, Coleg, give it on right side to Trevor Kelly. He'll take it through the lane, put a shot blocked by Hefferman. Rebound pulled down by Coby Dillon. He'll give it off to Zion. Zion kicks it over to Kellen, right side. Skip it left side to Elijah, inside to Jalen. Kick it back out to Kellen. He'll fire the three off the rim, no good. Jalen had the rebound, tipped out to Zion, up top to Coby. Coby fires the three, hits it.
It'll eventually fall. It'll eventually fall right there off a second chance opportunity as well.
Beckley takes the lead, 3-2, 4:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. Right side, Omar Lewis gives the pass off to Coleg. Inside to go to Jeremiah Jackson. Underneath, puts it up strong, won't go. Rebound tipped out by Jalen to the hands of Coby Dillon. Coby brings it up the floor for the Flying Eagles. Looking, gives it up top to Kellen Hefferman. Now it goes to Elijah. Elijah, long three, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Coleg. If this was at the Armory, that probably would have been just a little past the three-point line, but here it was midway between three-point line and half court.
Yep.
Right side, Trevor Kelly. Gives the pass off the leg, inside to Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah takes it up strong, no good. Rebound tipped by Jalen, but picked up by Trevor Kelly. He'll put it up and in. Trevor Kelly scores 4-3. Oak Hill with the 1-point lead. Back the other way, Elijah's pass too high and out of bounds, trying to get it to Jalen.
Yeah, just force the issue there. If you're Beckley, Elijah trying to get that outlet pass up the court to Jalen. But again, that's one of those things. You just don't look comfortable on the court right now. And right now, Oak Hill already with 3 offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities lead to all 4 of their points.
Trevor Kelly has it right side. Ball almost taken away. It is stolen. Beckley, Elijah Redfern knocked the ball away, and then a tie up on the floor. Beckley will get it as Coby Dillon was able to tie up the Oak Hill Red Devils. Beckley gets it on the alternate possession. 3:46 to go. Opening quarter of play. Oak Hill with a 4-3 lead. Elijah brings it across the midcourt stripe for Beckley. Looking, gives it off now to Coby Dillon. Coby gives a pass to Kellen Hefferman. Hefferman off to Elijah on the left wing. Elijah up top to Zion. Zion back over to Elijah. Inside pass goes to Jalen. Jalen has it all knocked away, stolen by Jeremiah Jackson, picked up by Ethan Vargo Thomas. Give it up top to Omar Lewis. Omar picked up by Zion, takes it to the right side, give it off to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan gives it back over to Omar Lewis, fires a three, going to be too strong. Rebound tipped and pulled down by Beckley. Zion Hawthorne brings it up the floor, looking. Bounce pass goes to Jalen. Jalen will be fouled by Ethan Vargo Thomas.
Yeah, right there, able to get the foul call. Jalen, taking a power dribble, trying to go up strong. I think it was a good call there. Really could have been on the previous possession as well, as Jalen was trying to, post up Thomas in the low block.
Now we're going to have an offensive foul call on Beckley on an illegal screen.
Yeah, and they need to watch for it down here as well on Trevor Kelly. He likes to stick the knee out a little bit whenever coming off a ball screen. I wish I could take the headset off and tell Coach, getting the refs here right here. We'll close enough.
We'll do that on the next break.
Yeah, we're close enough.
2:55 to go in the first quarter of play. Left side, Malachi Lewis has it. Takes a quick move to the basket. Puts up the short jumper off the rim and falls in. Malachi Lewis scores. And it's 6-3. Oak Hill with the three-point lead. Beckley with the ball. Left side, Elijah gives it off to Kellen Hefferman. Hefferman now gives it off to Zion Hawthorne. Zion, quick move through the lane. Dumps it off to Jalen. Jalen takes it up strong, won't go. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, won't go again. This time the rebound pulled down by Jeremiah Jackson for Oak Hill. He'll get it to Ethan Vargo Thomas. He'll take it through the lane. Nobody picked him up. He lays it up and scores. And Oak Hill has opened up a 5-point lead on a 6-0 run. 8-3 is your score. Left side, Coby Dillon sets, fires a quick three, hits it. Coby Dillon, second three of the game. Beckley trails 8-6. Trevor Kelly gives it on the left side to Malachi Lewis. Malachi picked up by Zion. Gets it back over to Omar. Omar dribbling with the ball, smacking at the hand of Coby. Give it off now to Trevor Kelly. Trevor rises over Elijah. Jumper won't go. Rebound tipped up and in by Jeremiah Jackson. Foul called on Beckley. Somebody's not rebounding.
Yeah, right now, there's a good battle going on right now between Jeremiah Jackson and Jalen Walton underneath. Jalen also on the offensive end for Beckley, able to get a couple offensive rebounds, but Jeremiah Jackson's doing the same on their end. So, right, he's got an opportunity to finish this three-point play.
Jeremiah Jackson recently committed to play football next year at West Virginia State. Free throw is no good. Rebound pulled down by Beckley's Elijah Redfern. Beckley trailing 10-6. Minute 39 to go first quarter. Elijah top of the key, stops, fires from 17 feet, in and out, no good. Malachi Lewis gets the rebound for Oak Hill. Malachi brings it up on the floor, on the right side. Give it off. Well, nope, fakes the three, gives it now to Trevor Kelly, who will fire the three off the rim, no good. Beckley gets the rebound. Elijah Redfern with another rebound. Brings it up the floor, pass goes right side to Coby Dillon. Coby gets it inside. Now we got a whistle and a foul going to be called on Oak Hill. That is going to be called on Jeremiah Jackson. That's his first.
Yeah, that's that same call that you really would have liked to seen on Jeremiah there when he reached in and knocked the ball loose from Jalen. But they're starting to tighten it up a little bit now.
Kellen Hefferman will get the ball in bounds for Beckley. Will do so up top to Elijah Redfern. Elijah guarded by Ethan Vargo Thomas. Takes the top of the key, stutter step move through the lane, lays it up and scores. Nope. They're going to call an offensive foul.
That's Elijah's second offensive foul here in the first quarter.
So Elijah's got two. Oak Hill brings it up the floor. Omar Lewis. Guarded by Coby Dillon. Gives the pass left side, Ethan Vargo Thomas. Back over to Omar Lewis. Omar back over to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Now they give it back off to Omar Lewis. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Beckley trailing 10-6. Omar Lewis. Pass off to Malachi. Malachi down to Omar. Omar takes it to the baseline. Bounce pass left side goes to Ethan Vargo Thomas for three off the rim once, twice, and in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Beckley. Drew Fitzwater gives it off to Elijah Redfern. Left side, Kellen Hefferman fires a three, hit it. First three of the game for Kellen Hefferman, 10-9. Beckley down by 1, 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Ethan Vargo Thomas gives it on the right side to Malachi Lewis. Malachi through the lane, short jumper rolls off, no good. Tips up and in by Trevor Kelly as the horn sounds. We played one quarter of basketball here at the Lilly Center with your score, Oak Hill 12, Beckley 9. Back to this timeout on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
WJLS.com.
Back here at the Lilly Center on the campus of Oak Hill High School. Oak Hill leads Beckley 12-9 as we start this second quarter. Beckley just 3 field goals, all 3 of them 3 points. Got to find a way to get to the basket. Elijah did that twice, but they've called 2 offensive fouls. So Oak Hill has it. Omar Lewis will bring it up the floor, picked up by Coby Dillon at midcourt. Pass goes to the right side to Malachi Lewis. Now they give it off to Trevor Kelly. Kelly up top to Omar Lewis. Omar back over on the right side to Malachi. Fires the 3, too strong. Off the rim 3 times and falls through. I mean,
I've never seen that. Talk about a home court bounce. That was pretty wild. That ball went all the way up above the backboard.
15-9. Elijah through the lane. Kicks it left side to Zion, who's open for 3. He hits it. Zion hits the 3. Beckley has hit 4 threes. Trail by 3, 15-12.
Yeah, Beckley moved into this 11 or 2-3 matchup zone that they like to play.
Right side of the floor, left side of the floor, Ethan Vargo Thomas gives it up top to Omar Lewis, back to Malachi Lewis. Back up top to Omar, left side to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Swinging around right side to Malachi, he'll fire another 3, hit another 3. Malachi's got 8 points, 18-12, 6-point lead for Oak Hill. Elijah Redfern gives it over now to Kellen Hefferman. Now they work it off to Zion. Zion fakes 3, gives it to Kellen. He'll fire the 3, hits the 3. Kellen Hefferman hits his second 3. Beckley trails 18-15. 6:40 to go first half. Inside pass, Trevor Kelly fires a short jumper, won't go. Rebound tipped by Jalen into the hands of Coby Dillon. Coby left side to Kellen, fires another 3. This one too strong. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill's Malachi Lewis. Malachi brings it up the floor, has it on the right side, takes a dribble. He'll fire another 3, hit another 3. All right, we got to get out of the zone.
Yeah, got to move, got to get back to your man-to-man defense. You were doing a lot better job as far as forcing, shot contests, really.
Now the ball knocked away by Malachi. Kellen Hefferman picks it up, give it up to Coby Dillon. Now they go off to Jalen, now to Zion. 6 minutes to go, first half. Beckley down 21-15. Zion Hawthorne has the top of the key, takes it to the right. Now he'll fire the 3, off the rim, no good. Redfern gets the rebound, takes it through the lane, puts it up off glass, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill. Ethan Vargo Thomas brings it up the floor, across the timeline, through the lane, lays it up and scores. Nobody stood in to take a charge. It's like Beckley forgot how to take a charge. 23-15 your score. Oak Hill with an 8-point lead, 32nd timeout call.
Yeah, right now Beckley just needs to find a way to weather the storm right now. It's only an 8-point deficit. You got to find a way to start getting some easy buckets. The 3's falling a little bit, but you're relying too much on that outside jump shot. Right there, Oak Hill was playing an extended matchup zone, and I mean, quite frankly, the call that Coach Kidd called over here on the sideline wasn't the play that the team ran on the court, and so you had a chance there with Elijah getting the offensive rebound and going up for the layup, but seemed to slip, as he was going up for the layup, and then really ultimately it's going to come back to Beckley getting out of that zone and going man-to-man defense.
5:29 to go in the first half. Beckley has been outscored 11-6 here in this second quarter. So 23-15, Beckley will have the ball after the 30-second timeout. Drew Fitzwater will get the ball in bounds for Beckley to Zion Hawthorne. Zion brings it up. Pass goes left side to Drew Fitzwater. Up top to Kellen Hefferman. Right side pass goes to Zion. Zion, left side goes to Drew. Now it goes to Coby Dillon. Coby top of the key, backs it back out. Now fires a long 3 and hits it. Coby Dillon has 3 threes here in the first half. He's got 9. Beckley down 23-18. Need a defensive stop. They're not shooting the ball bad, just need to get a defensive stop. Omar Lewis through the lane, forces it up off glass and scores. 25-18. It might be one of those nights. They're going to shoot 70% from the floor. Right side, Kellen Hefferman gets the pick, gives a bounce pass over to Jalen. Now it goes to Zion. Zion, quick move to the basket, and we're going to whistle, and they'll call offensive foul on Zion.
And I can understand Beckley right now. They're having a hard time driving to the basket because everything that's getting called is is being called an offensive foul. And so I tell you what, the coaches make you practice that in practice. If somebody falls down, they're going to call it a charge in practice. So this ball club, either pull up and take a little mid-range jump shot or something. But
well, the problem was Jeremiah Jackson was not set.
Wasn't set.
He wasn't set at all.
He sold it good.
Right side, Ethan Vargo Thomas. Now we got an offensive foul the other way.
Yep, that's what we were talking about there in the first quarter. They finally were able to catch O'Keel on setting one of those moving screens with kind of an extended elbow there.
25-18 your score. Beckley down by 7. Flying Eagles with the ball. Zion Hawthorne running the point right now. Elijah with 2 fouls is sitting on the bench. Up top, Drew Fitzwater, left side to Zion. Zion inside. Kellen has a shot rejected by Malachi Lewis. Here comes O'Keel. Ethan Vargo Thomas through the lane. Has his shot blocked by Zion. And Coby Dillon gets the rebound for Beckley. Beckley comes back up the floor. Coby Dillon, top of the key, fires another long 3. Hits another long 3. Coby Dillon's got 12. Beckley pulls within 4, 25-21.
Now you can find yourself getting in a groove in this gym.
Omar Lewis takes it through the lane. Whistle, no shot. Offensive foul called on O'Keel.
Another one of those moving screens. That's exactly what the call was.
Jeremiah Jackson picks up his 2nd foul. Beckley has not hit a 2-point field goal tonight. We talk about heat check. Coby Dillon, he's got 4.
As much as I love shooting threes, I don't know if I enjoy the live by the 3, die by the 3.
I don't like it either, but if Coby continued to hit from 28 feet out, keep on shooting.
And if as soon as you dribble to the paint, you're going to get a charge call, I like it.
Zion Hawthorne, pass on the right side, goes to Kellen Hefferman. Hefferman gives it over now on the left side to Zion. Zion up top to Coby. Coby takes it left side, gives it back to Zion. High post pass goes to Jalen, turns, shoots off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Malachi Lewis for O'Keel. Malachi up the floor pass goes to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Down to the corner, Trevor Kelly for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Beckley's Drew Fitzwater. He'll give it off to Zion. Zion, bounce pass, try to get it to Kellen Hefferman, too strong. Out of bounds, back over to O'Keel. 3:06 to go in the quarter. Beckley trailing 25-21. Beckley has hit 7 3-pointers here in this first half. That's all they hit. Omar Lewis brings it up the floor. Gives it off now to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan Vargo Thomas down to the corner to Malachi Lewis for 3. No good. Rebound, tip, pull down by O'Keel's Trevor Kelly. Oh, we had that rebound, had it taken away from us.
Yep.
Omar Lewis gives it on the right side. Steps up, crossover move through the lane, push off, no foul call. Rebound pulled down by Drew Fitzwater.
Coby could have got that charge call if he would have just take a ride with it.
Coby Dillon has it up top for Beckley. Give it on the right side to Kellen Hefferman. Hefferman back over to Coby on the left side. Coby backs it back out. Now we got a foul on Omar.
Yep. That was a good job there. Coby immediately, as soon as he got the ball on the initial one, Omar Lewis was up in him and really could have gotten it on that call, but official was able to pick up on as Coby was trying to drive by him.
Zion Hawthorne gets the inbounds pass. Beckley trailing by 4, 25-21. Zion top of the key. Bounce pass goes to Kellen Hefferman on the right side. Kellen gives it off to Coby. Coby down to the corner to Jalen. He'll fire the jumper for 2. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by David Nelson for O'Keel. Ethan Vargo Thomas takes it to the right side, loses it, goes back and picks it up. Now takes it top of the key through the lane, down to the corner. Pass will go to Nelson. Now it goes back over to Omar Lewis. Omar picked up by Coby Dillon. I don't know why they're not counting. Left side it goes now to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan down in the corner. Give it off to Nelson. Back to Vargo Thomas, and he traveled. 1:19 to go in the half. Beckley gets the ball back. You know what I like when I'm watching defense, Omar Lewis and Coby Dillon? Coby's up in his face. Omar's talking to him.
Yeah.
Coby is not phased.
He's not phased by it, man. He's not a freshman in the mindset. I mean, he's got a great mentality to him.
All right, left side, Kellen Hefferman has it, loses it, picks it up. Bounce pass goes to Jalen. Right side goes to Zion. Zion, left side goes to Coby. Open for another 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped by Trevor Kelly into the hands of Malachi Lewis. 58 seconds to go in the half. Left side, Ethan Vargo Thomas going to have a bumping foul called on Jalen. Jalen now has 2.
Yeah, right there, Jalen just tried to jump out a little bit too strong on the shot contest, and Vargo Thomas, drove baseline, and Jalen wasn't able to keep up with him there, and, really good foul call. I mean, Jalen just, had too much hands on him.
Inbounds pass goes to Omar Lewis. Now they're working around on the right side of the floor to David Nelson. Down to the corner to Malachi. Malachi working against Zion, takes it to the baseline. Zion cuts him off. Now they give it off to Ethan Vargo Thomas through the lane. Kicks it back over to Malachi. Malachi picks up his dribble, looking. Gives it off to Omar Lewis. Omar will be bumped and fouled by Zion. Zion now has 2. So Beckley now has Elijah with 2, Zion with 2, Jalen with 2. Those are the 6 fouls for Beckley.
Yeah, I'd imagine Oak Hill's going to try to run the clock all the way down, try to take the last shot here in the half. Beckley needs to get a stop and at least get the rebound. They can't give up a second chance opportunity here to end the half.
Omar Lewis gets it in the backcourt to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Will be picked up by Jalen Walton. Left side of the floor. Take it through the lane. Jumper blocked. They're going to call the foul on Beckley. Well, they call it on 20. Andre Wright picks up his first foul. And that will send Ethan Vargo Thomas to the line for 2 shots. Free throw is good. 26-21 Oak Hill. Zion checks out with 2 fouls. MJ Staples will come in. And now Kellen Heffernan will check in. Andre Wright will sit down. So you still have Jalen in the game with 2 fouls with 20 seconds to go. One more free throw coming. Free throw no good. Jalen gets the rebound for Beckley. We'll give it off to Coby Dillon. Coby looks over. Coach Kidd says goes for the final shot. Coby brings it up across the timeline, guarded by Omar Lewis. Pass goes on the right side to Kellen Heffernan, inside to Jalen. Jalen with 7, backs in, pump fakes, puts it up and scores.
Really could have been an and 1 there.
Beckley gets their first 2-point field goal. Half-court shot is up off the rim, no good by Omar Lewis. We have played one half of basketball here at Oak Hill High School. With your score, Oak Hill 26, Beckley 23. Back with this timeout. Here on figures, he's got 11. Ethan Vargo Thomas has got 5. Jeremiah Jackson with 4. Trevor Kelly with 4. Omar Lewis with 2. David Nelson, Cole Legg, played but did not score for the Beckley Flying Eagles. Led in the first half of play by the 12 points from Coby Dillon. Zion Hawthorne with 3. Kellen Heffernan with 6. Jalen Walton with 2. Elijah Redfern, Andre Wright, Drew Fitzwater played but did not score. Beckley trailing at the half, 26-23. We come back.
But it was a mid-afternoon game on a Monday afternoon, and then you went to Capitol where there wasn't a big fan base there at the Capitol game. This is really your first road game.
Yeah.
True road game.
You're
I mean,
right.
it's wild to think about we're this far into the season, but it's the first time for some of these young guys that they've been in an environment like this where your student section's right on top of you on the court. And, I mean, they're going to chant things at you. And, really right now, Coby Dillon's responding. And so I want to see, the rest of the guys respond that way.
Come back, second half. Beckley down 26-23. Back to this break here on the Big Dog. 99.5 WJLS.
99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
You start second half action here at the Raleigh County Convention. We've been there so much, man. It doesn't matter where we're at. We think we're there.
I tell you, I think it's because I've seen the white uniforms so much, but I like these maroon ones a lot better.
Beckley up, or trailing 26-23. Beckley with the ball to start the second half. Elijah Redfern has it up top for the Flying Eagles. Gives it off to Kellen, left side. Down to the corner goes to Coby. Coby up top to Kellen. Back it goes now to Elijah Redfern. Redfern top of the key with it. Takes it down through the lane. Loses it as he made his move to the basket. Taken by Omar Lewis. Omar, crossover move. He loses the ball. Shovels a pass over on the right side to Cole Legg. Goes back to Omar, who traveled. No call. Stolen by Elijah Redfern. Elijah will take it in, lay it up, and score. First points of the game for Elijah Redfern. Beckley pulls within 1, 26-25. Omar Lewis between the circles with it for Oak Hill. Brings it to the right side. Gives it over to Trevor Kelly. Now they work it off to Malachi Lewis. And 11 points in the first half of play. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Beckley. Jalen Walton with the steal to Elijah. Elijah through the lane, step move, up off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jalen. He puts it back up, no good. Rebound tipped up and pulled down by Malachi Lewis for Oak Hill. Malachi through the lane, lays it up off the glass, no good. Tipped by Trevor Kelly, won't go. Jeremiah Jackson with a pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill. Give it back inside. Malachi Lewis scores. Boy, you can't have that happen. 28-25, and now travel going to be called against Zion Hawthorne. Beckley gives the ball right back.
Yeah, that's extremely frustrating. Oak Hill just coming down, throwing shots up at the rim and able to get the offensive rebound and then finally find a way to put it back up and get the 2 points. You know, that's real frustrating there.
And, of course, you go back, not having 6'7", Braden Hawthorne. I don't know if they get that many offensive chances. Down in the corner, they work it into Trevor Kelly. Backs in, little jump hook off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jeremiah Jackson. Puts it back up, and he's fouled. Jalen's got 3.
Yeah, and again, second chance opportunity. And, I mean, that's going to be something that it's going to be important to watch, especially with Jalen picking up his 3rd foul there. You know, you're going to have to find a way to start getting on the glass. And luckily right now, Oak Hill's not, capitalizing on the foul line.
Free throw no good by Jeremiah. He has one more. Beckley's going to keep Jalen in the game with 3 fouls. Second free throw by Jalen. This one's no good. And the rebound tipped out, pulled down by Oak Hill. Give it back inside to Jeremiah. He loses it out of bounds over to Beckley. But boy, how in the world was that not? It was across the line before the ball got to the free throw line. The official just looking at it saying, he was across the line before the ball hit the rim. That's a violation. Right side, Coby Dillon has it up top to Jalen Walton. Beckley down by 3, 28-25. Elijah, quick move to the baseline, rises up, shoots the jumper and scores. Elijah's got 4. Beckley back within 1, 28-27. Omar Lewis has it right side for Oak Hill, picked up by Zion Hawthorne, gives it off to Malachi Lewis, fires a long 3, hit it. Malachi Lewis has got 4 threes in the game. Oak Hill up by 4, 31-27.
I don't know. I don't know about that. That's one of those things that these refs, they're starting to pick up on Elijah's game, and right there, that's a little stutter step, hesitation move, and they got him for a double dribble.
Yeah, it wasn't a double dribble. He's done that all year long. Omar Lewis. The bad thing was the official thought it was behind Elijah. Didn't even see it. Omar takes it left side for Oak Hill. Give it up top to Malachi Lewis. Now we got offensive foul as Trevor Kelly.
And right there's that knee I was talking about there in the first quarter.
So Trevor Kelly, offensive foul. Beckley gets the ball back. Elijah brings it up the floor for Beckley. Right side goes to Zion. Up top to Kellen Heffernan. Heffernan fires a jumper from inside the three-point line. Too close, I guess. Hits it off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Oak Hill. Omar Lewis, left side to Malachi. He'll fire another 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Zion Hawthorne gets the rebound for Beckley. Zion looking, finds Elijah, brings it up the floor, has it on the right side, crossover move on the left side, rather, fires a jumper and scores. Elijah's got that mid-range game going here in this second half. He's got 6 straight points. Beckley down 31-29, 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Right side, Omar Lewis working against Zion, gives it off to Malachi. Malachi takes it left side through the lane, turned around, jumper on the way off the rim, no good. Jeremiah Jackson with the offensive rebound, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Jalen's got 4 fouls now. Jeremiah has a chance for a 3-point play. Beckley's going to send Zion Cousins into the game for Jalen, who has 4 fouls. So we probably won't see Jalen to the fourth quarter. Jeremiah's free throw is good. 34-29. Beckley down by 5. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Up top, Kellen Heffernan looking, finds Zion. Zion sets, fires a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Malachi Lewis for Oak Hill. Malachi pass up top to Omar, has a tip from behind by Elijah, pulled out of the air by Kellen Heffernan. He'll give it back over to Elijah. Elijah brings it up the floor, top of the key. Behind the back dribble, finds Kellen left side, fires a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Omar Lewis for Oak Hill. All right, so Kellen has cooled off a little bit. We got to check out and see what Coby's going to do.
Yeah, you got 5 turnovers right now, forced 5 turnovers on Oak Hill. You got to find a way to get buckets off of those turnovers.
Omar Lewis, left side pass to Cole Legg, down to the corner to Trevor Kelly. Kelly gives it back over to Omar Lewis. Omar takes it to the left, give it off now to Trevor Kelly. Trevor now gives it off to Malachi Lewis, who's picked up by Zion Hawthorne. Zion pucks the ball away. It's loose, picked up though by Malachi on the wing. And now he's called for double dribble. .332 to go in the third quarter of play. Beckley down 34-29. Inbounds pass goes from Kellen Hefferman to Elijah Redfern. Elijah brings it up across the midcourt stripe. Pass to the right side goes to Coby Dillon. Coby picked up by Omar Lewis. Gives it off now to Kellen Hefferman. Left side pass goes to Elijah Redfern. Elijah looking. Gives it over now to Zion. Oh, skips it over to Coby. Down in the corner to Kellen Hefferman. Back up top to Zion. Zion gives it over now to Elijah on the left side. Elijah looking. Now give it up top to Kellen. Right side to Zion. Zion over left side goes to Coby. He's open for a long three. This one off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Malachi Lewis for Oak Hill. He'll give it off to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Back it goes to Malachi with 2:45 to go third quarter. Beckley down by 5, 34-29. Right side of the floor. Work it off to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Left side goes now to Malachi Lewis, now to Omar Lewis. Inside to Jeremiah Jackson. Backs in, kicks it back over to Omar. Omar picked up by Coby Dillon. Fires a three from the left side, too strong. Elijah Redfern gets the rebound for Beckley. Elijah bringing it up the floor. Takes it free throw line, fires a jumper, hits it. Elijah's got 8 points this quarter. 34-31, Beckley down by 3. Back the other way, Vargo Thomas has his shot rejected by Elijah, and here comes the Flying Eagles. Redfern brings it up the floor. Stops, fires a 2-point front jumper, good. 2-point field goal, foot was on the line. 34-33, Beckley within 1. Elijah's got 10 points. He's got the 10 points for Beckley this quarter. Left side, Ethan Vargo Thomas has it. Right side pass to Malachi Lewis, fires a three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Beckley's Kellen Hefferman. They'll give it off to Elijah Redfern. Redfern 10 points in the quarter, top of the key. Takes back, fires a three this time, good! Elijah Redfern hits the three. Beckley takes the lead, 36-34. Timeout called by Oak Hill. Elijah Redfern, 13 points this quarter, and Beckley takes the lead by 2, 36-34.
Yeah, where'd it come from? Getting the rebound. First chance opportunities. Oak Hill takes the shot. Beckley's getting the rebound and able to Elijah get down the court. So that's key. You know, we're not giving up those second chance opportunities and then getting Elijah in his groove. I mean, that's a big time play. 3 straight times down the court. Really the 2 before this last 3 could have been a 3. I think he was hoping it was a 3 and the toe was on the line. But, you know, those are big time plays right there.
Elijah, 13 points, got all the points for Beckley here in this quarter. We talk about heat check. He's on fire right now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
We were playing that video game. Which one was it? NBA Jam?
Yeah, he's got the flames going
around him right now.
And I like it because early in the first quarter, the student section over here started chanting overrated to Elijah. After that made 3-point attempt, he gave a little glance over there to him. Coach Folks came running out, making sure that he, came back over to the bench. But that's all fun. This is what you like to see in high school basketball.
Minute 27 to go, third quarter. Beckley up 36-34. Beckley has not had the lead since the first quarter. Inbounds pass in the backcourt goes to Omar Lewis. Omar picked up by Coby Dillon. Coby's played good on Omar tonight. Hasn't been intimidated. Pass goes left side to Trevor Kelly. He'll fire the jumper over Kellen Hefferman and score. Trevor Kelly, first points of the second half, 36-36. A minute 5 to go here in the third quarter. Elijah directing traffic on the left side of the floor, finds an open lane, takes it through, lays it up and scores. They can't stop Elijah Redfern. Beckley up 38-36.
Could have been an and-one right there too.
And now Trevor Kelly travels. Beckley gets the ball back.
I tell you, I don't blame Trevor Kelly. I mean, it's hard to stop on this court. I mean, even when you're trying to jump stop, the court's slippery. You're going to slide a little bit and able to get the turnover there by Oak Hill.
Here comes Elijah up the floor with it on the right side. Looking. Now has it between the circles, takes it left side, takes it through the lane, kicks it down in the corner to Kellen Heffernan. Coby Dillon fires a three, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill, and we're going to have a timeout. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Elijah. Elijah picks up his third. Drew Fitzwater will come in. Elijah will check out for the final 29 seconds here in this quarter. Elijah would check out with all the points for Beckley here in this quarter. 38-36, Beckley up by 2. Omar Lewis takes it top of the key, gives it off to Ethan Vargo Thomas through the lane, layup, no foul called. As Ethan Vargo Thomas lays it up and in, 11 seconds left, tied at 38. Boy, Zion Cousins was there for the charge. Left side, Kellen Heffernan. Looking with 2 seconds with 1. Right side, Zion lets it go. Good if it goes. Off the rim, no good. We have played 3 quarters of basketball here at the Lilly Center. We got a tie ball game, tied at 38. Back for this timeout on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
Back to the action of Beckley Flying Eagles on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
In that third quarter, Elijah Redfern outscored Oak Hill 15-12. Beckley and Oak Hill tied at 38 as we head to the fourth quarter. Oak Hill will have the ball. Beckley will keep Zion Cousins in the game with Jalen Walton on the bench with 4 fouls. Ethan Vargo Thomas will get the ball in bounds. Looking, still looking, and we'll get it in to Omar Lewis.
This ball game is going to be decided on who can win the glass here in the fourth quarter.
Omar Lewis pass to the right side to Ethan Vargo Thomas down to the corner. They work it in. Ball taken away by Kellen Heffernan. Give it off to Elijah Redfern for Beckley. Elijah, stutter step move through the lane, lays it up and scores. Elijah Redfern, 17 straight points, and Beckley's up 40-38. Back the other way with it for Oak Hill's Malachi Lewis. Takes a couple of dribbles, runs into Zion Cousins, no foul call. Now he puts it up and scores. Nice shot. And Malachi Lewis, we're tied at 40. The official time is Elijah took a finger to the eye. Elijah says he's okay, just wanted to make sure Elijah will stay in the game. Elijah has scored this last 17 points for Beckley.
I tell you, that's a dangerous play. Elijah elevated right there, and Jeremiah Jackson came in to try to take the charge. But, I mean, on this court, he was underneath the basket. Yeah. Elijah had nowhere to land, and so, that was some of what Elijah got shaken up right there for. Really could have been an and-one.
Elijah pass to the right side to Zion Hawthorne. Back it goes to Elijah. Elijah calls the play, West Virginia. Pass goes on the right side to Zion Hawthorne. Takes it through the lane. Zion, Europe step move. Has it taken away by Oak Hill. Omar Lewis pass to the right side to Malachi. Malachi stops, follow away jumper, good. Malachi Lewis scores. Oak Hill retakes the lead, 42-40. 6:50 to go in the game. Elijah Redfern looking, gets the pick from Zion Cousins, fires a three, hit it. Oh my Lord. Elijah Redfern has scored the last 20 for Beckley. Beckley up 43-42. Right side, Malachi Lewis takes it, top of the key, through the lane, spins, jumper up, and good. Nice shot, Malachi Lewis. That was good defense by Beckley. Malachi just made a better shot, 44-43. Beckley down by 1. Elijah has it left side, crossover move with it now. Gives a pass inside. Zion Cousins double teamed, and we got a whistle and a tie-up and pushing going on.
I tell you, this is exactly how Oak Hill wants to play the ball game. They got the crowd back into it. Omar Lewis especially right here, hand-checking Elijah. I think you might see the rest right here. Whoever gets the ball, it'll be a quick whistle as soon as the hands get on somebody.
Well, Beckley will have the ball on the alternate possession. Kellen Heffernan looking. Finds Elijah Redfern down in the corner. Now they give it inside. Zion Cousins has his shot blocked. Here comes Oak Hill, Omar Lewis. Bounce pass to the right side to Ethan Vargo Thomas. He runs over Coby Dillon. Leaves it off to Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah Jackson lays it up and in. Oak Hill leads 46-43. Left side, Zion Cousins. Looking, takes a couple of dribbles. Now takes it baseline, whips the pass over to Coby. Right side, Heffernan has his shot blocked out for 3. got to give the ball to Elijah. He scored your last 20 points. He hasn't touched it the last 2 times down the floor.
Tell you, this is a good timeout here by Coach Kidd. Right now, the gym's going crazy. Oak Hill fans feeding off the intensity. You got fans celebrating out here on the court, talking to a couple of the Oak Hill ball players. Right there, your Beckley, you just got to weather the storm. I mean, still a 3-point ball game. The crowd's making it feel like it's a lot different of a ball game than what it is. Beckley, Elijah specifically, get control of this ball club and get everybody calmed down a little bit.
Well, what gets me is the fact that the past 2 times down the floor for Oak Hill, Beckley is sitting there and took a charge, and they don't call it.
Yep.
But they called the 2 charges in the first half on Beckley. It's the inconsistency that we're seeing is just...
That's the frustrating part is the inconsistency. I mean, if you're going to do it on one end, all you wish for is to do it on the other end. I guess
Ethan Vargo-Thomas ran over Coby Dillon where he was back there with the cheerleaders behind the basket.
Well, a lot of it, too, is what I don't understand. I mean, and I get it, having a certain grip on the game from an officiating standpoint. But, man, some of these ball players, when they react to certain plays, in college, you'd be thrown out of the ball game.
Zion Cousins got tied up down here, and Malachi Lewis pushed him.
The wall.
And nothing was done. 5:49 to go here in this fourth quarter. Beckley, 46-43, down by 3.
Beckley getting the ball on out-of-bounds play here. Has got to make sure you run a good set, get a good look at the basket. Don't throw something up.
Beckley will get the ball in bounds to Elijah Redfern. Elijah scored the last 20 points for Beckley. Step back, pump fakes with it, gives it up top now to Zion. Zion looking. Bounce pass high post to Jalen Walton, who's back into the game. Jalen on the right side to Elijah. Left side, Coby Dillon. Back up top to Zion. Right side to Elijah. Elijah, top of the key, steps back, fires a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ethan Vargo-Thomas for Oak Hill. 5:20 to go in the game. Beckley down 46-43.
Oak Hill came out of that timeout, went straight to a 2-3 zone.
Ethan Vargo-Thomas through the lane, gives it down to the corner. Malachi Lewis hits the 3. Boy, he's played well. Malachi Lewis hits a 3, and now it's a 6-point lead for Oak Hill, 49-43. Elijah, pass down in the corner to Zion. Back it goes to Elijah, left side to Coby Dillon. Back on the right side to Elijah. Elijah back over to Coby, left side to Kellen Hefferman. Kellen gives it over to Coby. Coby, right side to Elijah. Elijah fakes the 3, takes a dribble. Down in the corner goes to Zion. Zion throws it away. Taken away by Oak Hill. 4:35 to go in the contest. Beckley down 49-43. Ethan Vargo-Thomas takes it left side through the lane, loses it, picks it up, gives it off to Jeremiah Jackson. His shot won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Kellen Hefferman for Beckley. He'll give it off to Elijah Redfern. Elijah, right side. Zion, back over to Elijah. Elijah dribbles it around. Takes it up top. And now they got a foul.
About time. About time.
Second foul. I don't know why Omar's thinking he's doing a good job defensively. He's got 20 against him.
Yeah.
Elijah got it in the backcourt. 4:05 to go. Elijah top of the key. Right side pass goes to Zion. Zion bounce pass high post to Jalen. Jalen down in the corner to Zion. Zion takes it to the free throw line. Bounce pass left side to Coby. Coby inside. Great look. Kellen Hefferman's jumper won't go. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill out of bounds over to Beckley. So Beckley will get the ball from the corner. They'll get it in to Coby Dillon. Left side to Zion Hawthorne. 3:45 to go. Beckley down by 6. Right side. Quick pass to Kellen. Fires a 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Malachi Lewis for Oak Hill. He'll bring it up the floor. Looking crossover move through the lane. Follow away jumper. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Beckley's Jalen Walton. Give it off now to Elijah. Elijah up across the timeline. Stops from 15 feet. Looking. Forces it up. Off glass. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jeremiah Jackson for Oak Hill. He'll give it off to Ethan Vargo-Thomas. 3:19 to go in the game. Beckley trails by 6, 49-43.
And right now, I'd imagine Oak Hill's going to slow up the game right now.
Right side, Ethan Vargo-Thomas. Through the lane, Vargo Thomas, offensive foul call with a push off. Ethan Vargo Thomas picks up his second. 2:59 to go in the game. Beckley down 49-43.
Yeah, big possession here. Beckley got to find a way to get a good shot. Right now, this Oak Hill zone's hurting. Beckley's just moving the ball around outside, way too far outside the perimeter.
Zion Hawthorne has it. Bounce pass high post goes to Jalen. Jalen takes a couple of dribbles, gives it off to Kellen. Up top it goes now to Coby. Left side goes to Elijah. Quickly back to Coby. He'll set, fire a long three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled in inside by Jalen. Puts it up and in. Jalen Walton scores. 49-45. Beckley down by 4 with 2.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Huge play by Jalen Walton.
When you're Beckley, when you start fouling. Now the ball loose, stolen by Coby, but knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with Oak Hill. 2:20 to go in the game. Beckley's got to foul 4 times.
Yeah, depends though.
And Oak Hill struggling from the line with the exception of Ethan Vargo Thomas. He's 2 of 2. Inbounds pass goes to Trevor Kelly up top. Now it goes to Omar Lewis. Omar top of the key. Got a whistle and timeout going to be called by Oak Hill. 30-second timeout. 2:10 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. Beckley down 49-45. So if you're Beckley, you want to start extending the game. I mean, neither team has been to the line. Beckley hasn't been to the line at all tonight.
That's the wildest stat I think I've heard all season.
But you got for Oak Hill, Ethan Vargo Thomas is 2 for 2. Jeremiah Jackson is 1 for 4.
Yeah.
I think if you're Beckley, you foul. Well, right now it doesn't matter. You got to get to 7 fouls.
Right.
So it doesn't matter who you foul right now. The only person who can't foul really is Elijah and Jalen. Jalen's got 4. Elijah's got 3. Zion's asking. Zion's got 2.
Yeah. Got to be smart here in terms of who it is that's fouling. I'm not sure that Coby has any. I'm not sure that Kellen has any. But all Zion, Elijah, and Jalen all have a fair amount on them, and right now it's time to use them. Specifically not Jalen because he's got 4, but Beckley. I think it's going to necessarily be not immediate fouls, but just forcing the on-ball pressure a little bit tighter right now.
Trevor Kelly will get the ball in bounds for Oak Hill. Does so in the backcourt to Omar Lewis, who's guarded by Coby Dillon. Omar brings it across the timeline, takes it to the right side, down through the lane, kicks it off to Malachi Lewis. Malachi takes it through the lane, spin moves, pump fakes, kicks it off to Omar. Omar takes it left, down through the lane, shovels the pass off to Jeremiah Jackson, puts it up and in. 51-45, Beckley down by 6, 1:40 to go in the game. Elijah through the lane, spins, shoots, no good. Rebound pulled down by Trevor Kelly for Oak Hill. Give it off to Omar Lewis. 90 seconds to go in the game. Beckley's got to start fouling now. Omar Lewis, top of the key, left side. Trevor Kelly fires a 3 off the rim, no good. Kellen Heffernan gets the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Omar for pushing him in the back.
Great call. And it's I love watching the facial expressions after you did something, and then they're acting like they didn't do it. Kellen almost landed out of bounds as he went up for the rebound as he jumped from the block.
All right, 1:24 to go in the game. Beckley takes it right side. Gives it down to the corner. Coby for 3. Hit it! Coby Dillon, first 3 of the second half. He's got 5 in the game. Beckley pulls to within 3, 51-48. (51-48). 30-second timeout called by Beckley. 1:16 to go in the game. Beckley still has to foul 3 times.
Yeah, I think you obviously will see full court pressure right here from Beckley. Try to find a way to speed Oak Hill up. They're going to want to try to extend the game as much as possible. And, really the guys are being heady right now, understanding how many fouls they have, where they are right now as far as, what needs to take place. You can't have Jalen foul. You don't really want Elijah to foul right here. Coby has 0, so he's got the most to give up right now.
I want to see Coby get up on Omar Lewis and foul him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just play that aggressive style. You might get a steal out of it. Who knows?
Give it right back to him.
1:16 to go. Beckley down by 3, 51-48. Malachi Lewis will get it in bounds. Full court press put on by Beckley. Omar guarded by Coby. Coby. And we got a timeout call by Benitez. He knew that clock.
It was coming. It was coming.
It should have been 10 seconds. It's a minute 6 on the clock. It was what, 1:18?
It was coming. And Coach Kidd's pointing at the clock. How we not get to 10 right there?
That was 1:18, wasn't it? I think wasn't it on the clock.
It was 1:16 on the clock. 10 seconds exactly. Yeah.
So that was 10 seconds.
Yep.
1:16 to 1:06 is 10, right? Unless I'm wrong on my math.
I don't know.
Help me out, man. You went to West Virginia.
Yeah. I did presentations about who knows what. I didn't have no math involved in my stuff. None of my degrees say math.
1:06 to go in the game. Beckley is going to bring in MJ Staples and take Elijah out with those fouls that Elijah has.
I have a hard enough time over here counting the stats. I can't even. I'm not keeping up with all the numbers. It's exactly what you want, though, if you're Beckley right now. You know, you did a good job forcing the pressure. You got a minute 6 left. Strategy's still the same. You know, find a way to extend this ball game. And truthfully, I feel that Beckley's going to be able to get a deflection somewhere along the line right now and extend this game and come down and get an easy bucket.
Minute 6 to go. Beckley down by 3, 51-48. Inbounds pass, Malachi Lewis looking, gets the ball into Ethan Vargo Thomas, quickly goes back. Here comes a double team by Beckley. They'll call the foul. Zion, I think, will be whistled for the foul, or Coby. It'll be Coby. Coby picks up his first. That's okay. All right, Beckley's got a foul again. A minute 1 to go. 5 seconds come off the clock. Once again, inbounds pass this time goes to Ethan Vargo Thomas. He's going to be fouled by MJ. MJ picks up his first. That is the 6th or 5th foul on Beckley. That was the 6th foul, but evidently not. 2 more seconds came off the clock, so 59 now to go in the game. Inbounds pass goes to Omar Lewis. Omar is going to be fouled by Coby. Coby's got 2. That's the 6th foul. Here comes Elijah back into the game for Beckley. MJ will check out. 57 seconds to go here in the game. Omar will get the ball in bounds for Oak Hill. We'll find Malachi. Malachi will be fouled by Zion, and now Malachi will go to the line for 1 and 1. He's not been to the line yet. Got 25 points in the game. He's played great for Oak Hill tonight. He's got half their points.
Yeah, I don't remember him having near the ball game he's had tonight the first time these two teams matched up.
So 1 and 1 coming from Malachi Lewis. Free throw, no good. Rebound, tipped around, pulled down by Beckley's Elijah Redfern. We're going to have a tie-up, and Oak Hill gets it back. Beckley got the break. Jalen had the rebound, but Jeremiah Jackson jumped over his back and knocked the ball away. And then Elijah was tied up by Trevor Kelly. Ethan Vargo Thomas inbounds to Trevor Kelly. Back it goes to Malachi with 50 seconds left. Malachi takes it left side. Here comes a trap by Beckley. We're going to have a held ball. Coby Dillon whistled for his 3rd foul.
Man, that one was close. That one was close. That whistle came so fast. I thought Coby snuck in there and was able to get the jump ball, and that one gave possession back to Beckley. That one was close.
So Coby picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. Malachi Lewis at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Free throw is good this time. That gives it now a 2-possession game, 52-48. One more free throw for Malachi. Second one, good, makes them both. 53-48, Beckley down by 5, 45 seconds to go. Here comes Elijah Redfern. Elijah, top of the key, step back, fires the 3, hit it! Elijah Redfern hits the 3. Beckley calls the timeout, 53-51. The clock ran. We got to put some more time on the clock.
I think they're calling it a 2-point field goal. They're not calling it a 3.
Oh, no, that was a 3. His foot was behind the line. His foot was behind the line. It was a...
And it comes down to, man, it just comes down to rebounding. And that's something that you're going to look back as we do whatever the outcome is of this ball game. You're going to look back and say they missed the front end of a one-on-one and you weren't able to get the rebound and gave them a second chance. And
53-50, and they did not put any time on the clock either. Time ran 2 or 3 seconds. Should have been 40 seconds on the clock. Now it's 37. 53-50, Beckley down by 3. Inbounds pass goes to Ethan Vargo Thomas. He'll bring it up the floor, across the timeline, loses it, travels, gives it off to Omar Lewis. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Omar. Omar gives it back over to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan's going to be bumped and fouled by Beckley with 25 seconds left. They caught it on Elijah. Elijah picks up his 4th.
Yeah, really, if it was Beckley, that's exactly what you wanted. You forced him up the sideline and tried to cut off the sideline there, and you got him to stop right across the half-court line. Had 4 defenders around him technically. I mean, but from the sideline to the backcourt line, and then your 2 defenders on him. Thought you might be able to get a travel call, but didn't get it. Ball was loose, and now you got to hope for a miss on the front end of this one-on-one.
So Ethan Vargo Thomas 2 of 2 from the line in the game. Free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jalen for Beckley. 24 seconds left. Here comes the Flying Eagles. Down through the lane, layup try. They're going to call a blocking foul on Jeremiah Jackson, and Elijah will go to the line for 2 shots. Elijah will be at the line for 2 shots, and believe it or not, this will be the first time tonight Beckley will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, the Oak Hill faithful didn't enjoy that call, but I mean, I tell you, it's there's no room underneath the basket. You know, Elijah did a good job attacking the basket, got to knock down both these shots, make it a 1-point game, and then extend it on the other end once you can get into your full court pressure.
53-50. Beckley down by 3. Elijah will be at the line for 2 shots.
Oak Hill will go in the double bonus on the next foul, right?
Yes. Yep. Elijah's got to make them both. On the year, a 91% free throw shooter. He's got 22 points in the game. Free throw good. 53-51. MJ Staples is going to check in if Elijah makes this free throw because Elijah's got 4 fouls. Elijah limping as he heads back to the line. Free throw. Good. Elijah makes them both, pulls Beckley to within 1 at 53-52. 18 seconds left. Timeout going to be called by Oak Hill. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. 18 seconds to go in the game. 53-52. Beckley down by 1. Back to this timeout. 53-52. Oak Hill has the ball. Omar Lewis will get it inbounds for Beckley, or for Oak Hill. Got to foul quick. Omar Lewis looking. Still looking. Ball knocked away by MJ Staples, out of bounds. No time came off the clock. I think they were thinking it went off Malachi, and it did. It goes back to Beckley, but no, they're going to say Oak Hill ball. All right, so Omar will get it in again. Looking. Still looking. Still looking. Still looking. Finally gets it into Malachi. Quickly back to Omar. Omar dribbles. Taking it away. Oh, no, they called a foul. The ball was stolen. Late foul called on Beckley.
Oh man, that was ideal. That was the Dave Barksdale knock behind play right there.
It worked perfectly.
Oh man.
14 and a half seconds left. 2 shots coming for Omar Lewis.
I tell you what that play reminds me. That play
call, the steal had already happened. Omar's free throw, no good. Here comes Elijah back.
Free throws. Got to get the rebound here if they miss the shot. Either way, you're going to have a 1-possession ball game.
All right, Omar at the line with 1 more free throw. Free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2. 54-52. Beckley down by 2.
Beckley Flying Eagles. On a good day. 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at the Lilly Center on the campus, Vocal High School, the Beckley Flying Eagles down by 2, 54-52. Beckley will have the ball, have to go the length of the floor.
You obviously got two options here. Preferably, I think you want to see Beckley attack the basket, go up strong, try to get a foul call, try to get an and-one. But, you got to think about in the first half. They called two offensive foul calls on Beckley attacking the basket. And so you got to find a way to get Coby spotted up at the three-point line if you can't get it to him.
Kellen Heffernan looking, will find Zion Hawthorne. Zion hands it off to Elijah. 12 seconds left. 10 seconds. Elijah will be fouled by Cole Legg. That is the 6th team foul. I think a smart foul by Oak Hill. Now, foul Elijah again, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
That'll put
timeout.
Beckley on the ball.
Here.
So Beckley takes their final timeout. Oak Hill does not have a timeout. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, neither team's now with timeouts.
Elijah came over to Coach Folks and said, I should have shot it.
Yeah, neither team's with timeouts. You got 9 seconds on the clock. So, whatever comes out, this out-of-bounds play here is likely going to be the ball game. And you want to see the ball, find a way to get the ball in Elijah's hands. They're going to find a way to double them mainly when I say that they'll take the inbound defender and put him on Elijah to try to keep the ball out of Elijah's hands.
All right, so if you're Beckley, I don't want to say use Elijah as a decoy, but do you try to find a way to maybe bring Coby off the screen to have him set up for a three on one of the sides, because somebody's going to be open. If they're going to double Elijah, somebody's going to be open.
Yeah, there's a play designed for it, and I think you'll see. Elijah might not be the first one to get the ball off the inbounds, but he'll be the first one to then touch the ball. And somewhere along the line, Coby's going to be there coming off a double screen somewhere. So it's going to give Elijah two options: drive to the basket or kick back out to the shooter. Would be kind of what I see the play being drawn up as. But again, the key factor is going to be getting this ball inbounds and make sure you get a good look at the basket.
I love calling close games, but I swear it's going to give me a heart attack. Here we go. 54-52, Beckley down by 2, 9 seconds left. Kellen Heffernan will get the ball in bounds. In the backcourt it goes to Elijah. Elijah, 7 seconds left. Takes it through the lane. Little floater up off the side. Elijah Redfern ties the game up at 54. Half-court shot, no good. Let's go to overtime. Elijah Redfern puts the game in overtime for Beckley. Should have been an N1.
Should have been an N1.
But that's okay.
I lost my headset by standing up.
Beckley has tied the game up at 54 thanks to Elijah Redfern. Boy, what a half for Elijah.
Coby with three.
So we got one timeout left, each team. Here in overtime. We'll just keep it here. Boy, Elijah should have got the N1.
Yeah, that could have been an N1, and boy, what a play would that have been. That would have sent the place home sad, like I said at halftime. But I think this Beckley team right now in the huddle, they're fired up. They're ready to get going. It's going to come down to, now you really got to be smart about who's got the foul trouble. You got Elijah with 4, you got Jalen with 4, Coby with 3. And so you got to be smart here as far as, playing this final 4 minutes here in overtime.
Elijah now with 26 points, all 26 coming in the second half. Alternate possession. Actually, we're going to have a jump ball to start the overtime period.
Man, I don't know if I've been away from the game this long, but I didn't remember doing a jump for overtime, and I thought there was 5-minute overtimes.
That's college.
I'm lost right now.
You're old, buddy.
I'm lost.
You're getting old watching that
Can't
college.
count numbers, that's what it is.
Well, right now, Elijah has scored 26 of the 31 points in the second half by Beckley. All right, here we go. Ball in the air, tip controlled, and is going back to the backcourt, and he slips out of bounds. Omar Lewis slipped out of bounds, and Beckley will get it. So Beckley will get the ball, and we should have the alternate possession. That should not be an alternate possession. They had possession. Possession should go to Beckley after the tip ball. So Beckley has it now. They give it off to Elijah. Elijah takes the jumper, hit it. Elijah's got 28. Beckley's got a 2-point lead, 56-54.
Get a stop right here if you're Beckley. Get the momentum back in your favor.
Left side pass will go over now to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Left side to Malachi Lewis. Malachi has it on the left wing. Beckley up 56-54. Right side pass goes to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan guarded by Zion, ball knocked away, but Ethan picks it back up. Now it goes to Malachi Lewis up top. Malachi, top of the key, working against Elijah. Takes it down through the lane. Pump fakes with it, loses it, gives it off to Trevor Kelly. He'll fire the 15-foot jumper, hit it, and they'll call the foul. It should be a 2-point field goal. No, it's not a 3-point field goal. No, 2-point field goal.
The ref on the far side coming over. Yeah.
Wasn't even close to a 3-pointer. No. Trevor Kelly gets the 2.
I did not see who that foul call was on. Was that on Hefferman?
They call the foul on Hefferman. Free throw good. Now it's 57-56, so they can leave it. Oak Hill with the 1-point lead, 57-56. Beckley with the ball. Right side pass goes to Zion. Zion left side. Kellen loses it, gives it off now to Coby, back to Kellen. Ball knocked away to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Saves it from inbounds, and nope, he stepped out of bounds. Beckley gets it back. Head coach Ron Kidd not happy with his troops after that.
Yeah, gotta be strong with the ball right here if you're Beckley. Yeah, gotta be strong with the ball.
2:53 to go in overtime. Beckley down 57-56. And now we got something going on in the stands. Up over on the far sideline. People are leaving. 57-56. Beckley down by 1. 2:53 to go in overtime. Beckley has the ball. Possession arrow now is in favor of Beckley. We got that clarified here and there in that break. Elijah Redfern gets the inbounds pass for Beckley. Has it up top. Bounce pass goes to Zion on the right side. Down to the corner. Goes to Elijah. He'll bring it back to the wing. Through the lane. Kick it off to Coby for 3. Good! Coby Dillon hits his 6th 3 of the game. 59-57. Beckley up by 2. 2.5 minutes to go overtime through the lane. Omar Lewis jumper off the rim. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It will stay.
It's got to go this way. It's got to go this way. Great call. Great job. Great defense by Coby Dillon. Knock down the 3 and then come down and play great on-ball defense to force the contested shot.
6th 3 of the game for Coby. He's got 18. Beckley up by 2. 59-57. 2:25 to go in the game. Elijah Redfern bringing it up the floor, across the timeline. Takes it through the lane. Bounce pass to Kellen. Ball knocked away by Malachi Lewis out of bounds. It will stay with Beckley.
Beckley's got to be strong with the ball. They got 2:17. You're up 2. Got to find a way to be strong with the ball and take good shots. If it takes you a couple times to run through your half-court set, that's fine, but be strong with the ball.
All right, so Beckley will get the ball in bounds. Does so to Elijah. Elijah has it left side, down to the corner. Kellen Hefferman for 3, off the rim, no good. But the rebound pulled down by Zion. He'll kick it out to Coby, up top to Elijah. Elijah takes it down through the center of the lane, lays it up, scores! Elijah Redfern scores, and it's 61-57, Beckley up by 4. Across the timeline, Omar Lewis gives it on the right wing to Malachi. Malachi's had an outstanding game. He'll take it to the baseline, fire the jumper up, hits it, and a foul called, and Elijah's just fouled out. They call the foul on Elijah. 2-point field goal makes you score 61-59, and Elijah's just fouled out.
Yeah, and you understand what Elijah was doing there. He was shot contest. He was contesting the shot, but, I think he had a good contest there, even if he didn't leave his feet, and that's ultimately what they called him on, elevating and leaving the feet. Really, Malachi Lewis sold it and fell down on the shot.
So Malachi has a chance for a 3-point play. Pull Oak Hill within 1. Misses it. Rebound pulled down by Trevor Kelly. He kicks it out to Omar, and they bring it back out. Omar on the right side to Ethan Vargo Thomas. Ethan dribbles it, takes it down the left side of the lane, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Malachi. Malachi dribbles it back out. Beckley up by 2, 61-59, minute 30 to go in the overtime. Malachi fires a jumper, won't go. Rebound tip, pulled down by Oak Hill, takes it back up. Does Malachi score? Tied at 61. A minute 20 to go in overtime.
Absolutely getting killed on the offensive glass right now. Oak Hill, all their points coming off the second chance opportunities.
Zion Hawthorne running the point for Beckley with Elijah fouling out. Takes it down the left side of the lane, puts it up, has a shot blocked. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill. Now the ball loose, picked up by Jeremiah Jackson. Pass too high over the head of Malachi. Beckley gets the ball back with 59 seconds left. You have timeouts left? Drew Fitzwater will check in for Kellen with 59 seconds left.
Coach, you still got one.
All right, Zion has it. Pass left side to Kellen. Kellen has it, gives it over now at top. They work it around to Zion on the right side. Zion looking. Gives a pass inside to Jalen, back to Zion. Zion takes it baseline, back to Jalen. Jalen takes it up, strong, scores! Beckley scores and takes the lead, 63-61, 32 seconds to go to overtime. Malachi takes a quick move to the basket, takes it up, has his shot blocked, and he gives it a jump ball. Beckley gets it on the alternate possession. Kellen Hefferman with the block on Malachi Lewis, and Beckley gets the ball with a 2-point lead. 63-61. Drew Fitzwater will get it in bounds for Beckley. Looking, and gets it into Coby Dillon. Coby with 25 seconds left will be fouled by Omar Lewis. And that's going to send Coby to the line for 1-1. Omar picks up his 4th foul. Coby at the line, shooting 1-1.
So you got a lot of moving pieces going on right now. Being right here by the scores table, being right beside the bench, get you involved.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's fun.
Free throw by Coby, good. That puts Beckley up by 3, 64-61.
Man, he's not a freshman. He don't have a freshman mentality, man. He's going to be a heck of a ball player.
Coby's got one more. Beckley up by 3, 64-61. Second free throw, good. Coby Dillon, 65-61. Beckley up by 4. Ethan Vargo Thomas has it right side. Takes it through the lane, gets a pass left side. Trevor Kelly fires a 3 off the rim, no good. Coby Dillon will be called for the foul.
I tell you, there wasn't a whole lot different there on that over the back than what Oak Hill was able to do on the missed foul shot there a minute ago.
They call it on Coby. That's his 4th. And they'll send Omar Lewis to the line for 2 shots in the double bonus. 14 seconds left. Beckley. Free throw by Omar. Good. We'll have one more. 65-62. Beckley has got the rebound. If nothing else, rebound the basketball. Omar misses it. Rebound, tipped around, pulled down by Omar Lewis for Oak Hill. Has it taken away, and another foul called on Beckley.
It's going to be on Jalen Walton.
And Jalen's just fouled out.
Well, nope, they got it on Kellen.
Kellen picks up his first. That's going to send Oak Hill back to the line. Omar Lewis with 2 more free throws. Come on, guys, rebound the ball one time. 11 seconds. Free throw by Omar, no good.
You get a rebound right here, and we can win the ball game. That's all that matters. Get the rebound right here, and you win the ball game.
11 seconds left. Omar at the line. Second free throw is good. 65-62. Now Beckley will call, or 65-63. Beckley with a 2-point lead and a timeout called. Final timeout for Beckley. Well, the bad thing about that is the fact that we have trouble getting the ball in bounds.
No timeouts.
No timeouts.
You can run the baseline, so you gotta make sure whoever's taking the ball out. I'd imagine, I think it's going to be Kellen. Kellen taking the ball out most likely. You can run the baseline. The most important thing is you got to be able to get the ball in bounds. And I think, based on the lineup that's in the ball game right now with Elijah fouled out, you've got to get the ball in Coby Dillon's
Got to be
hand.
Coby. Coby's been the only one at the line.
Got to get the ball in Coby Dillon's
And when
hands.
you look at it, Coby 2 for 2 tonight, 75% on the year. Zion 59% on the year. Drew Fitzwater 44%. Zion Cousins 50%. Kellen Heffernan 50%. Jalen 57%. You have got to get the ball to Coby Dillon.
And I tell you what's extremely frustrating, this ball game could be already been wrapped up.
Should have been wrapped up.
Already been wrapped up.
Rebound.
You've given up 4 offensive rebounds for Oak Hill in the overtime alone, on the foul line, on missed foul shots.
But what I like right now, Elijah Redfern's fouled out, but he's got the team around him talking to him. You just told him, win the game. Win the game.
Get the ball inbounds and win the game.
That's why that young man has gotten some bad raps over the year. He is a leader.
Zion Hawthorne's a big key right here in this out-of-bounds play. They're probably going to be focusing, Oak Hill's probably going to be focusing on Coby. Zion's got to be strong with the ball.
All right, Kellen Heffernan will get the ball in bounds. Beckley can run the baseline. Kellen runs the baseline, looking, finds MJ, and quickly MJ is going to be fouled by Oak Hill's Ethan Vargo Thomas. That's his third. MJ will go to the line for 1-1 with 10.4 seconds left. MJ has not been to the line this year.
And I tell you, though, watching MJ and all the minutes he's gotten so far in the JV games, he's got a good shot. He just needs to take a deep breath and walk up to the line. Really, I'd like to see him back off the line right now. Oak Hill kind of having a conversation with the referee. See MJ take a deep breath here and knock 2 of these down.
He's got 1-1. Free throw. Off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oak Hill. Ethan Vargo Thomas has it. 7 seconds. Brings it across the timeline. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds through the lane. Gives it off. They will not get a shot up. And the Beckley Flying Eagles win. With final score, Beckley 65, Oak Hill 63. Huge win for this Beckley team. Beckley wins 65-63. Flying Eagles will improve to 6-7. Oak Hill falls to 8-6. We'll come back, recap it for you after this timeout here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS. For them not even get a shot off.
Big.
Elijah and Coby had 50 of our 63 points.
Beckley Flying Eagles on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at the Lilly Center on the campus of Oak Hill High School, the Beckley Flying Eagles get what has been in this season so many heartbreaking losses, one possession games where they have lost. They get one here tonight on the road against Oak Hill. Final score 65-63, Beckley in overtime. We look at scoring by quarters. Oak Hill outscored Beckley 12-9 in the first. Both teams scored 14 in the second. Beckley trailed 26-23 at the break. In the third quarter, Beckley outscores Oak Hill 15-12. We were tied at 38 going into the fourth quarter of play. In the fourth quarter, both teams scored 16 points. We're tied at 54 in overtime. Beckley outscores Oak Hill 11-9. Beckley wins 65-63. Beckley improves to 6-7. Oak Hill falls to 8-6. We look at individual scoring. First of all, for the Oak Hill Red Devils, Malachi Lewis led the way with 31 points. Jeremiah Jackson had 11. Trevor Kelly had 8. Ethan Vargo Thomas had 8. Omar Lewis had 5. Cole Legg played but did not score. For Beckley, led tonight by the 30 points from Elijah Redfern, all 30 coming in the second half. Coby Dillon scored 20. They scored 50 of Beckley's 65 points. Zion Hawthorne with 3. Kellen Hefferman with 6. Jalen Walton with 6. MJ Staples, Drew Fitzwater, Andre Wright played but did not score. Beckley wins 65-63 over Oak Hill. We'll come back, take a look at it team-wise after this break here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at Oak Hill High School and all the excitement. This also is the 400th win for Coach Ron Kidd.
That makes it even sweeter.
That makes it a lot sweeter against your biggest rival in Oak Hill in overtime. Yeah, that's sweet. Beckley wins 65-63 in overtime. Brent's got the numbers as you're tallying them up.
Tallying them up.
With your great math skills.
Got to make sure that I'm getting the numbers right. I'm a little bit confused. It's my first overtime game on the broadcast, so I didn't really know what to do.
Were you with the Bluefield game? We're overtime Bluefield.
Was it? Were we?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, I did too because we lost that one, but we were in overtime Bluefield.
Huh. I wonder what I did on the stat sheet because I sat here during the beginning overtime. I was like, I don't know where to put all these numbers at.
Yeah, we lost to Bluefield 55-52 in overtime.
I tell you what, what a ball game. What a ball game for both teams, really. And, Oak Hill came out and battled, and you knew they were going to be. And we said it right when we came on air. You could completely throw out that first game out the window, and that's exactly what you had tonight. So both teams, Beckley and Oak Hill, shooting 43% from the field. Beckley was 25 of 58. Oak Hill 26 of 60. Beckley was 11 of 29 from three-point line, where Oak Hill was 5 of 19. But one area that you're going to circle if you're Beckley, you've got to circle it on the sheet, and I can promise that the coaching staff's not going to be real pleased with the rebounding performance. Oak Hill out-rebounding Beckley 38-26, and 15 of those 38 rebounds were offensive rebounds for second-chance points. And so really you could have put this game away in a lot sooner fashion if you didn't give up as many second-chance opportunities. But like you said before we went to break, we've lost all these games throughout the season.
Exactly
and
right.
This is a good start to win one of these games, and it's got to be a good feeling to win one of these games. But, man, I tell you what, Elijah Redfern's a ball player, but what about Coby Dillon, man?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a heck of a ball player, and he does things that we can't always explain on the broadcast because he's up in the guy's face on the defensive end, and then he's finding a way to get open on the offensive end. And he came out, and to be a freshman and play in an environment like this, that's a good showing.
He had 32 threes coming into the games. He did not get a three in last night's game. He's got 38 threes now on the season. And for a freshman to do that and then come back and play defense on Omar Lewis when Omar was slapping at him, talking to him, Coby just smiled.
I tell you.
I love it.
That's a senior trying to get in a freshman's head, and Coby had no part of it.
No, exactly right. Also want to pass along, man, this has been a great night for Beckley. Beckley girls play a very good Parkersburg South team and win by 15 points, 65-50. Great night for Beckley. Boys win in overtime over Oak Hill, go to 4-1 in the section. Coach Kidd gets his 400th win.
And now it's time to pack up the bus, head to Fairleigh.
Yep, that's right. Tuesday night. We'll talk about it coming up next here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS. Play 60 seconds and we'll go.